Okay, so in this video, let's talk about Ragnarok Origin. Why is it not possible to play at your own phase, and where is the game going in my opinion? And also at the end of this video, I will share the current state of my main character, which is the monk, which you can see I used to play all the time. And I'll probably share my thoughts on what game should we play in case you quit RU. So if you don't have coffee yet, grab one, sit back and enjoy the video. And we are back, guys. It's rainy, it's cold, it feels good to have coffee, and it feels good to rant. Well, at this point more players are experiencing the issues, and in my opinion, looks like Ragnarok Origin is already near from becoming like his cousins. Who exactly are his cousins? Of course there is Ragnarok Eternal Love, then Rocks, then the V Returns, which instantly returned to the pit, just made noise for a while, then the hype left together with the players. RU is the same as it will be, little by little, the players will slowly quit. Of course, another batch of players will come around, but those are the casual gamers, or if there are hardcore gamers, they will probably discourage since most of the players are quitting. So in the end, they will probably leave too, since what will be left here are the whalers that really spend tons of real cash in the game. Unless the new ones are rich kid and they will spend lots of cash to enjoy the game, then good luck. Why can't you play it in your own phase? First, the game itself is a competitive game. That's the essence of the game, unless you're just a casual player from the start, or a cosplayer in the game, or you got a whaler guild that always carry you in game, then, that's fine. But for those players that are competitive, those players that have skills, those players that knows the mechanics of the game, even if it's a low spender, they can still compete. This play at your own phase you are saying will be unfair, and in my opinion is disrespectful. Why? Because most of these players, even low spenders, are already at their late 30s, meaning they are realistic and know their limits, which means if they will be competing, it's also in their league, which is also low spenders. They don't plan to take on whales. That's why this line is stupid, so it doesn't make sense for us to say this, especially if these players are almost free to play and really struggle to grind in the game, and in the end will just be defeated by imbalances and bugs. Then, there's these people that will suppress the issues. Guys, if you always do these in every games you play, then you are not helping the game to improve. If you sugarcoat things, then I'm sure the devs will not get the right message, which what is happening in the game. A lot of patch was released, but still no direct response to fix the imbalances. Thanks, idiots. If the players want to quit, then let them. If this is what will make the devs realize the gravity of the issue, then so be it. Because the devs needs to hear the real voice of the community, even if it takes players quitting the game, so we can salvage the game from dying. Second, the game and the story is still progressing. We still have contents that are still unlocked at level 90 plus. Who the hell is going to play at your own phase and not chase the daily grind? I mean, if you will be lazy in leveling, when will you be 90 plus, where all of the good contents are? But in the end, it's nonsense to make an effort since class imbalance is still not resolved. So where is this game heading? I'm not sure. Seems like the devs are not listening, and instead of fixes, they are more focused on giving us more special events that will milk players. I don't have problems spending real money in a game. I already done it here, and I've done it elsewhere. And you know what? Spending cash is not the real issue. Subconsciously, we want to get what our money's worth, and this is where I have problems with RU. I have to mention, I bought Baldur's Gate 3, and wow, the moment the community voiced out the problems in multiplayer mode, in an instant, the patch is already served, and I've just spent $152, and the game is forever in my Steam account. Plus, the community is solid. Now even the modders are also coming in, and the devs also welcome this, which is a good sign since modders usually make the community grow. Okay, finally, this is the most important message that I will give. Guys, be always aware of everything, even in choosing what games you will play, because even if you don't spend real cash, you are spending one of the most valuable resources you have, which is time. So if you are confused if you're still going to play it, my answer is that it's up to you, but I'll leave you with a guide, a real guide in choosing a good game. Maybe use this next year. There will be another franchise of Ragnarok. They will always say, it's a different name, but it's the same Ragnarok that we play back in the days. What exactly are they selling? The same as the classic Ragnarok, the nostalgia, the feeling of your youth, and of course the added systems that are even more enticing. But honestly, nothing beats the original Ragnarok. I will tell you why. 1. Playing at your own phase in this game is absolutely fine, because there is no stamina limit. You are not forced to chase those daily quest experience. You can grind as much as you want, gain loots and experience points whenever you want. You can just be boosted by another player and just pay if you want. Another thing to consider is, this also shows their respect to those hardcore free-to-play players that only spend time to the game. This gives opportunity not only to the spenders but also to those free-to-play players to have an impact in the game. 2. You are not pressured to log in or play every day. Events usually happens in weekends, which is what I like about the classic Ragnarok. They respect the player's time. 3. Every role has an impact in community. Even outside of party quest, they play a big role in the community. Remember how priests earn extra aside from looting. They are warpers in Prontra and Payon. They also do slave priest to boosters. These boosters are usually snipers or mechanics. Each class don't overshadow each other. Even champions, they play an important role in Endless Tower. They use steel body and play as a tank. Here in Ragnarok Origin. Never mind. 4. Of course the game is not perfect. It also has weaknesses, especially the anti-cheat. Remember the bots? Does OpenCore ring a bell? Ha, 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 ha. But even so, the community is solid and the market somehow managed the fluctuation of currency. Although I admit, I was also one of the players that lost a lot Zenny when the value of Zenny dropped. Good thing is, that before I stopped from playing, I bought some high value items, so when I came back to play the game again, I have some items to sell. So next time, before we comment this lines, Yakin mo naman. Remember, we are all in the same boat. If the game falls because of the lack of motivation from players to come back and play the game again, it's not just you that will suffer, me too. So, if you always play as an attack dog of the developers, think again. You are not helping the game to improve. Thanks, happy leveling.